Hey everyone, I wanted to show some cool thing which I've been working on these days is this HomeBot AI thing. So before I start, I'll tell you the problem statement which I had. So I had set up a couple of home assistant things using a home assistant, which is an open source tool, and it has a bunch of entities and different activities and devices which are fan, air purifier, all those things, and it had like a good dashboard of all sort of things, but there are a lot of things missing, right? So there was no AI, there was no automatic execution, all those things were absent. Then for tracking my TV series and other things, I use this Sonarr, which automatically downloads the latest releases from me and lets it available for me to watch. Similar to Sonarr, I had this Radarr where it tracks movies, newer movies, automatically downloads it. I can search, discover new movies, add it to my library. So all those things is available. Now also I had my own router where I can track devices which has been connected, all those things. And again, like I have my Jellyfin player where I can watch my shows, movies, all those things are there. So I have n number of services which are doing n number of things, and there was no one aggregated way to kind of access it and say I want to do some AI agentic tasks. That's why I came to build this HomeBot AI. So if you could quickly see some cool things that it can do, so let me start a new chat, and let's say I do something like turn on my bedroom lights to warm white and check if the room temperature and the air quality, and I'm also asking it like what I can watch tonight, right? And again, like in background, this is a LangChain DeepAgent, and I'm running a Gemini Flash 2.5 as a default, but other LLM models, even like I have for backend tasks like create summarization and all those things, I have things like Qwen models and other available which are a bit slower, but it does the job. And another cool thing which is here is we are using this Generative UI, which is open source JavaScript library where LLM would also create actionable UI dashboards, right? So you can see like this was created automatically from the agent itself. I can control the brightness, all those things. It also showed me the room temperature, the air PM value, and couple of shows that I can maybe watch tonight, right? Which is really cool. We can do a lot of things here, like I can ask things for it. I can say like if I want to download something like download Sonarr movie 1080p. So again, this has like Radarr support, which I have shown, right? So this could in my library it can add a new movie automatically, which would be downloaded in background for me. So it's showing like this, these are available, which one I want to download. So I can say the 2025 one. Now all this magic is like this deep agents with bunch of scales, and I'll show you in detail like how and different. So now you see this has been downloaded. I also have like notification setup, so you can't see it, but there's a Telegram notification for me like this thing has been put to download, which is perfect. Now, so this is one thing. Now there's been this dashboard which shows like everything all together. Now this AI summary which you are seeing here is being generated through Qwen model, which is running locally, so no token usage from online providers, all those things. It just offline runs once you load a page or like periodically in half hour, and it gives you all things. So bedroom, desk, camera, all are running in active state, all those things, and also has some trackers based on my router, like these are devices available, what are their battery percentage. So it's like aggregated things, everything at one place. So you can see my health coming from my smartwatch, the air purifier details, workstation. I also have like cool power usage dashboards and all, which I'll show. Again, this is my my 3D printer, which I can see live thing, what is happening, what is printing, if there's any layer running. So there are a bunch of things, like you can add a new widget. I have also like generative way of adding widget. So say I want to add something like some binary sensor. So let's say something like say bathroom motion sensor. Okay, next I can just use AI itself to create those title and description, which is again cool. And I can use the generative UI, which I told you, right? So in itself it would see like which is the best thing that can be done. Maybe let's see, select something interesting. Okay, so maybe let's do, and let's say workstation as well as which I have. Next, just will clip it a bit short here. Buttons. Now you see like this has already been created. I can control and I can just save it to the dashboard, and I'll have it here. Again, like I can edit, make it more presentable and all. So So all this thing is possible. I can just do done and it would be there. Like it's all very user friendly. I was also experimenting on things which Home Assistant also provides. So I created a SVG of my whole setup. So this is my room. We have a light here. So if I click this, the lights turned off. Then we have a bunch of desk plug. We have printer, the air purifier. So all of this can be controlled from here as well. Now showing to the camera feed. So these are like a bunch of camera feeds. I can live show, take a snapshot, refresh it. All those things are possible. Couple of interesting things which I would quickly want to show again is the activity page, which shows like what different it's like a transactional information of different things. I can for 6 hours there are filters, device tracker, which device was home. Then I have things towards power, energy. So I have a bunch of plugs which monitor power and also like battery level from the phones and all, which has been streamed through my app. So I can see overtime power consumption. I have like the price calculation also. So total energy, currently the desk and all is on, so that we can see these things on, and it can go back to the 90 days, say 30 days. So I can see all this stuff here. It also shows the network bandwidth, how much has been downloaded, what is happening. All these things are available. The network has a dedicated tab like which devices are connected, total download speed. There I have these 2 routers. I can see the bandwidth coming up and down and like different devices that have been connected. So something like that. Then on part of the health, again like it streams things from my phone, so it shows the BPM, step count, sleep duration, all those things. Then I have this concept of skills. Okay, DeepAgent. So every time it would generate a concise daily request for me and it would send it on my Telegram. So again, like as I've seen, like I am here using the offline model, so this can easily run. It takes a bit of more time than our proprietary models from the Gemini or Claude, but it's good as the things are local and all those things are available. And I have like morning briefing, good night, all those things. Then you must have known about the concept of agent memory. So I can have a bunch of things which I can learn from my chats and all. So these things are stored here. Then these are the tools which the DeepAgent use or the service internally uses for all different kind of things. Interesting thing about this media is like so there is like it would connect to my different shows, TV shows, again like the same thing. Now we can see like in downloads, which we just gave command, right? So it's been downloading, and the requested things, all those things are available here. I also have a concept of transcoder where I want to convert my MP4s which have not been transcoded, right, into a more compressed, which saves on space on my device. So I have configured these different libraries. I can go browse, run. As you can see, I've ran it for the 3 things and allowed around like 2.54 GB was saved. So it uses Handbrake as a background to kind of compress things and have it more handy. Then we have a analytics dashboard which shows everything in one place for different types, entities, presence, network. We can look for the 30-day history, 90-day history, 1-year history. Again, reports is kind of like the same part of the analytics but more aggregated to look at the graph and the trends, what is happening. Devices shows all those things, right, which Home Assistant exposes. So we have all those things which we can control: switches, fans, media players. Server is what's being driving all those things. So earlier I used to use Docker commands, right, to look at what are the different services which have been running, and right now I have all this thing available. So I can see the tunnels which have been set up. I have some auto backups which goes on, so those are always available. In settings I can enable the Telegram notifications, and all those things are available here. So I hope this shows like the potential of what we can build with something like this. I have this documentation where everything has been laid out. Like, so one thing I wanted to highlight is the architecture, like how things are happening in this app. Okay, so the system architecture is like we have this inside the Telegram or the browser. We have this Telegram bot or the dashboard which it connects to, and then we have different internal APIs. So backend APIs connects to Home Assistant, all those services. We have DeepAgent which talks to this and uses a local Ollama as well as the online models, and we have the transcoder. So like for now I'm not using any full-fledged SQL database, but most of the things are through SQLite. So this is the basic chat lifecycle. So user sends a message, the message sends to the backend API, then we read for the memory if something has been there. We have the LangGraph agent which talks to Gemini Ollama, which again calls the tool and which actually takes the action to Home Assistant or any other things. So things have been extensively documented here regarding the DeepAgent, different features which we have, API references, so this kind of things. And again, for the roadmap I want to expand it, so to make it more proactive rather than reactive. So real-time updates could be there, presence-based automation could come, it can automatically take some decision on energy cost optimization. I would also like to add Spotify things and all to the. So there are much more things planned. So I hope this kind of covers what the HomeBot AI overall is. I'll still be keep on adding things to this overall. So thanks so much, guys. I hope you enjoy this.